E-bikes are great.
I know, but they're so expensive.
Yeah, they have one for under 650 bucks. Next on Now Let's Review. So Jesse, what do you get when you cross an orange and an e-bike?
The Qronge?
I don't know how to pronounce it. Is it Qronge? Is it Qronge?
Well, you know, it's French for orange.
No, that's orange.
I don't know. I don't know either.
I'm going to call it the Qronge, I guess.
The Qronge.
What it lacks in name, I think it does make up for in budget. I think this could be your budget e-bike, and let me explain.
Okay.
I don't want to bury the lead here. This bike is $649.99, and it comes with everything you see here. So a lot of the things normally to get a budget bike this cheap, you would lose the fender kit, you'd lose the basket, you'd lose the water bottle holder, you would lose the mirror and the phone holder kit, and this rear rack kit. But this comes with all of that, plus a 1-year extended warranty.
Okay. That's one of the cheaper bikes that we've reviewed.
Now, to get the price down, they did give you cadence sensing, you know, not the torque sensing that we love. They gave you regular cable brakes, which, you know, aren't the best. They gave you a kind of puny hard seat, and they gave you a battery that's actually not bad. It's less than half a kilowatt hour. It's 460 watt hours. But I mean, it's got a really nice finish on it, and it's really like for the money, I was wowed. Because when we got it, I think I said to you, what is this, like $1,000? And you're like, no, go lower. I'm like, 900, 800? 700? So for $650, I'm like, this is a really great budget starter bike, especially if you're not sure what you want and you want to find out, do you need all the bells and whistles?
Yeah, I think it doesn't have any Achilles heels that would make it be like, oh yeah, you really shouldn't get it. The motor is strong enough, the battery is big enough, and everything else is just decent enough to where this is a very serious contender for me as a recommendation for somebody's first e-bike.
Yeah, so the motor, let's talk about that. They claim it's a 1,000 watt peak, sure, but it's probably more like a 500 watt. That's all we can kind of discern from looking at it since it's so generic.
It feels good. I mean, it does feel strong enough. We've tested a lot of e-bikes that are like 250 watt motors, and that just sucks. This feels great. It gets plenty of power. It has a thumb throttle. It's cadence sensing, so that's where you're going to be saving a lot of the money. And the way the cadence sensing works is as you start to pedal, it'll just go. And you might be like, oh, isn't that what I want? Yeah, but it doesn't go proportional to how you pedal. So again, nothing to write home about in terms of the torque sensing, but if all you wanted was an e-bike for like under 700 bucks, this is a very good option.
Now, I know what you're asking right now, which is, well, what's the range? Manufacturer's stated range is 40 to 70 miles. I don't think you'll ever get the 70 miles. You might get the 40 if you do all the pedaling and you keep it in the lowest pedal assist level 1. Other than that, I think you're more likely to get around 30 miles if you do most of the pedaling. It does have a thumb throttle though, and if you're tempted to use that a lot, just know that your range is going to drop precipitously.
But 30 miles is awesome. Yes. I mean, Zach and I have done 30-mile long trips, and I'm tired by the end of that. We've done it on bikes that are honestly a little more cushy than this. So I think 30 miles is going to be like a full day of riding. You're going to have a lot of fun, and it's a very good value for 650 bucks.
It's also a nice look, and if you want it in a step through, you can get it in a step through for $50 more. So that's not a big deal. I would kind of recommend that. I like when I have to hop off the bike that there's plenty of room between my crotch and the nearest piece of metal. So it really depends on your style, but you can get it for 700 bucks in a step through. You can also get this one in 3 colors. It comes in the black that you see here, orange, and blue.
Is it Qronge orange?
Might be Qronge orange. The tires are 26 inch by 1.95 inch or 2 inch, and which is a nice size actually. It's not going to do a lot of off-roading, but you really can't do a lot of off-roading on this bike, although it does have front fork suspension, which is really nice for that price. Again, something I did not expect to see in that price range.
Absolutely. Yeah, the tires are not fat, but that gives you a lot extra range.
And they are knobby though.
They are knobby. I mean, it's close to like a mountain bike-ish tire.
I was able to ride it on the sand. I was also able to ride it on some gravel, not as well as a 4-inch fat tire, but it did reasonably well. So if there's a few little things on your route that are off-road-ish, it's gonna be fine. So it's gonna take about 5 to 6 hours plus to charge the battery, but that depends on if you're all the way at 0 or not.
And you can remove the battery, which is nice.
Exactly, yeah, you can charge in the bike or outside.
It's IPX5 waterproof, so that's not...
Yeah, that's scattered rain.
Right.
So you don't have to worry if it's outdoors for a short amount of time, but don't think this should live outdoors.
Especially not with the battery in it. I think a lot of people kind of make this mistake. They go like, oh, it's waterproof. It's like there are different levels to waterproof, and this is not a submarine.
I really love that it came with these mirrors. They're very easily adjustable to find out, you know, exactly the way you like them. And I really do like the handlebars. The grips here feel really nice.
Yeah, they're cheap, but they are a good cheap. They're like value.
I can't believe they threw in the thumb throttle for that price, though. It's really nice to have. And of course, you get a bell.
You get a bell, you get a basket. So this is a folding basket, which is really cool.
Yeah.
So you can actually, so you fold down one part and then you fold down the other part and then you put the whole thing up like this and then you lock it in. So that way you don't always have to have the basket on. Now, obviously this still takes up the same amount of space there, but your knees are gonna be wider than that. And then when you're ready to go,
yeah, I'm between that and the rear rack. That's a lot of storage. So you could definitely do some shopping with this bike. Yeah, and I would recommend shortly after you get it to get a pannier bag that clips on. So a lot of them are Velcro. You'll see on Amazon and stuff, which seems fine. But then when you go to actually do it on and off, takes you an extra couple minutes. So if you can find a clip on, it just saves you so much time.
Absolutely.
Has a very simple control screen, nothing fancy. Basically, you can get your 5 levels of pedal assist, your odometer, your speed, and your battery life, which is read out in just a simple 5 segment. So of course, if it says 5, that's great. As soon as it goes to 4, that means you actually lost more than you thought. So
yeah, it's usually around half range once you've lost your first bar. Obviously, play around with it, see, but don't be like, great, I've only used 25%. It's like, nope, you've probably used half.
Nice, easy adjustable seat. So you can go from a 6'3" rider, somewhere around there, down to a 5'3" rider. So that's a nice range.
You also get a little USB charger for your phone, and it comes with a phone holder.
That's
so
great.
You just need a little charging cable you can charge off the battery with your phone. I don't think it'll impact the range too much unless you're doing heavy stuff with your phone.
I love having my phone mounted. It just means that I can quickly see the maps or if I'm getting a text or something without having to fumble. So that's just really a nice feature. All in all, if we're going to pros and cons, the cons are that it's not the best quality of any particular thing, but for $650, I think if you're on a budget and you want to get into e-biking or you have someone in the family who's not going to ride it that much or something, like this is a great starter e-bike.
Absolutely. Yeah, pros, value. It just has a lot of value. The biggest con for me is with the folding basket, this light tends to rub because the light is attached to the handlebars and the basket is attached to the frame of the bike. And if you set this wrong, then the light can actually rub against the basket, which can be a little dangerous because then you might not be able to steer. That's the only downside, but I think if you adjust it correctly, you should be fine.
Oh, and by the way, in terms of weight, getting it on and off of a bike rack and stuff, it's 56 pounds. So it's on the very lower end of e-bikes, but still 56 pounds. Think about that for a second.
It's heavier than most regular bikes.
Yeah, because like that's a bag of concrete. So just be thinking about if you are going to put it onto a bike rack or something, think about whether you are fit for that. Because I mean, I can do it at the moment, but as I get older, probably I will need help.
And so that's where it's nice to have another person if you're going for an e-bike ride or a ramp. And they do sell more kind of e-bike specific bike holders for the back of your car that like attach through a hitch that have ramps so you can just roll it up.
We do have a review of one on the channel and I think we're getting more soon. So
yes,
that reminds me, subscribe and like and hit the bell button. That way you'll be notified when we get new cool things to check out, because if you want to stay on top of what's going on, I was thinking about this the other day, Jess. It's like we're rich and we go out and we buy everything there is and we know about everything, but we're not rich. We get these sent to us by the manufacturer so that we can show them to you. And that's where you come in. If we get more people to subscribe and like the show, we get more manufacturers sharing their stuff with us. So make sure you hit that down before you forget and let us know down in the comments if there's something you want to know about this bike or other things that we review here on the show.
Thanks so much for watching on Now Let's Review.